Hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry for the delay getting started here. A little bit behind schedule, but we are up and running right now. The kids are still up running around upstairs. We're trying to get them all situated. But tonight we're doing a couple older boxes of 1990 tops and 1986 tops. These are rack cases, and they're three boxes per case, and total of 6 boxes will be broken tonight, so it shouldn't be too long. Hey, there's Darren Comfort. Darren, I don't know if you watched the Topps Tier 1 break yet, but you got a really, really nice card on there. And I looked on eBay, and somebody has the same exact card out of 30 going for about $1,000. So I'm not sure if it's going to sell for 1,000, but we'll see. So yeah, that's it. That Judge card was pretty sick. I was really pumped to see that one in there. So congratulations on that. The reason we're not doing Tier 1 tonight is we had some problems getting Tier 1. It's a whole story. I actually had 2 cases that I pre-ordered that fell through. Like the people that were supposed to send them to me didn't send them, so I had to scramble for a second. And I have a case on the way, and it'll be here in a couple days. So let's get this started. These are the people that bought into the 1990 Tops break. We'll do 90 Tops first. We got Darren C first, then Jeffrey, then Chris, and then James S, and then Jared, and well, the way we're doing this is we're doing it by side. So we're getting this side will go to Darren, and then the right side will go to Jeffrey. How does a pre-order fall through? Well, I pre-ordered my first case, and the person that was supposed to send it to me was in China for, I guess, a week or two, and they didn't have internet access, and they said they were unable to get me the case, and they said it would never happen again. And then I had another pre-order. Hey, there's a $10 super chat from Bill Seitz. Thank you very much, Bill. Bill is a great guy. Hope you go and sub to his channel. That $10 super chat is very much appreciated. He's always stopping by and watching the breaks. Really appreciate that, Bill. And also, I was just telling the story about how my pre-order fell through. I pre-ordered another box, or sorry, I say case, and instead of sending me a case, they sent me one single box. So they refunded all of my money minus what I paid for the one box. So kind of frustrating, but that's the way it goes. One of these days, I'm going to have to figure out how to become get a business license and get my own cases shipped directly from the distributors directly to me. So let's go with these rack packs. You might remember buying rack packs back in the day. I'm not exactly sure what these went for. I want to say probably if a pack of 90 Tops was 50 cents, then this was probably around $1.29 or so, I would imagine. So first rack pack, and Darren gets all of these. So we're not going to do by team, just, save me some time. I've been working on fan mail this week, so I'm trying to get caught up really super hard. But I got 17 replies done today on my lunch period and also prep period at school. In each rack pack, there's a glossy all-star card. So you can see Ozzie Smith is on the top there. You can get the whole set of 22 of those. I used to like those as a kid growing up. 1990 Tops has that kind of funky 90s design. The best card in here is going to be the Frank Thomas no name on front, if we can find it. It's really, really tough to find. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone actually pull that card from an actual pack. It's so rare. There's also George H.W. Bush cards that supposedly made their way into packs, if you believe Beckett magazine, but I don't know if that's true or not. I guess only about 100 of them were ever made. We got a Joey Bell. That's an Albert Bell rookie card. Also, there's a Roger Clemens and a Mark McGwire in this first pack. So overall, not a terrible first rack pack. Couple stars in there. Dave Winfield, Hall of Famer. Next pack for Darren. Sebastian, hello. You're from Montreal. That's cool. Never been to Montreal. I want to check it out one of these times. Olympic Stadium. Maybe when they have those exhibition games there at the end of spring training. Never been up there. The only Canadian city I've ever been to is Toronto. And that was years ago. That was 2004. That was before you needed a passport to go anywhere. Here's Darren's next pack. We got a Ruben Sierra, who back then used to be pretty good. Willie Wilson was a nice leadoff hitter. Tom Gordon, that's D. Gordon's dad. D. Gordon is a pretty speedy outfielder slash second baseman. And Paul got the David Price rookie card giveaway. You're welcome. Yeah, I was pretty quick getting those out this time for once. Usually it takes me forever to get stuff sent out. Bernie Williams rookie card. One of them got sent back, though. One of the giveaways came back today. I had my wife just address all the envelopes. I just slapped some stamps on them and dropped them off in the mailbox on Monday, Robin Yount. And one of them came back because the person lives in Canada, and I didn't realize that. So I'll have to try to get that back out to that person. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer, Johnny Ray, Kirby Puckett. I used to like that card when I was a kid. If you're like in your 30s, mid to late 30s, you probably bought a lot of 90 Topps back in your day. I'm 38, so actually if you're probably in your like late 30s to early 40s, you probably bought a lot of these. Yep, that is true. They made so many of these that you can pick up that Kirby Puckett in a 10-cent box. A lot of people back in the 90s were thinking they were going to pay their college tuition from buying packs and sets of 1990 cards. Unfortunately, my dad was one of them. Incredible CJ, how's it going? Mike Kingery, I remember him. The best card you can pull out of this is a Frank Thomas rookie card. A couple bucks maybe. Don Drysdale. He was not on the 89 All-Star team, but he was a captain. That's why he is featured on there. Adam, welcome to the channel. Eric Anthony feature star card. Ryan Sandberg All-Star card. Hopefully we have Topps Tier 1 by this weekend. I'd like to do that maybe on Saturday or Sunday night, but at the latest it will probably be on Monday night. And then next week's going to be pretty busy. There's 2 releases on the same day. Panini and Topps going head-to-head. Panini's releasing Prism. Prism hasn't been around for the last few years. I think the last time Prism was its own release was 2015, and they're bringing it back. It's got its own set. Last year, Prism was inserted into Chronicles. You know, Chronicles had kind of like a mashup release. Had all different kinds of Panini like designs in there, like Select and Prism and Spectra or whatever. I saw Ohtani came back. He was 0 for 4 with a walk in his first game. Bob Smith, hope you're having a good night. How much is a box of Prism? I think a box of Prism's like $130 or so. It is a little bit costly, but you get 3 autographs per box, which is pretty nice. So looking forward to Prism. The other one that comes out is Topps Big League, and Topps Big League is more or less a lower end product. Christian Yelich just hit another home run today, so he's up to 16 now. That guy's killing it. Christian Yelich. There's a $5 super chat from Don Barry. Don is the person that contributed and donated these boxes. So thank you very much, Don. Check him out right there. Don Barry says this was a great use for the cards. Keep up the great work you do for all of us. Yeah, Don sent us, I think it was like 5 or 6 cases of these. So check him out. Give him a sub. Thank you very much for that $5 super chat, Don. And thank you very much for the donation. It's really helping me out with supplies. I've been buying a bunch of these boxes. I bought 100, 660 count boxes, 100, 500 count boxes. And we also have a $10 super chat from Ken Berger. It says, love the channel. Keep up the good work. What advice would you give for sorting through millions of 1970 to 2010 baseball cards? My grandfather has a huge collection. Thank you very much for that $10 super chat, Kurt Schilling. And you're in the same boat I am. I have over 1 million cards. There's an A. Bartlett Giamatti, commissioner who passed away. Sammy Sosa rookie card is a good one. That is quite the conundrum about how and when I'm ever going to get the time to look through all of my cards, because I have, I don't know, 200,000 to 300,000 cards that I've never looked through that I've purchased. I guess I would say to start, it depends on how they're organized, first of all. Like, if the collection is all like a mishmash of cards, like all different years and brands all mixed together in the boxes, that's going to be really tough to sort through. I would just say if that's the case, you're just going to have to go through box by box and go through all of the cards individually and pick out all the good ones. If you're lucky enough to have a collection where they're already all sorted, like all the 90 tops are all together. I used to love this card as a kid. Record Breaker, I think this was the first card of the set. No, 7th card of the set. Love that card. But if you get a collection that's already all sorted for you, that makes things a lot easier. I wouldn't even bother looking through some of the stuff. Like, I don't know, like not 1990 Fleer. Like, why even waste your time going through that? Maybe like just find the years with the good players on it. Try to see if they're in there. So that's going to take you a long time, man. Like really months and months. A Mess of Things says, just sell the whole collection of jabs for $100. Yeah, I would take it. I do buy large collections all the time. I'll give you $1 per 1,000 cards. You might say, $1 per 1,000 cards. Wow, that's awful. I'm not going to do that. But honestly, most of the collections that people have, when they're wanting to sell, it's all junk wax cards, which is the common name for the era of, I don't know, like 88 through 93 or so. Cards were so overproduced that basically none of the cards from those years have much value to them anymore, unfortunately. I mean, you can still get some value out of them. There's a nice Nolan Ryan. If you do through the mails, like send off a Chet Lemon card to be autographed, you get some, like you can turn a 5-cent card into like a $5 to $10 card pretty quickly. So that's something I would say to think about. Cost of a postage stamp. Jim Rice, I know there's a lot of people out there that do it. I would love to do it, but I just do not have the time. If I ever get caught up on my fan mail, then maybe I would think about doing that. You could also take all the commons and donate them to a children's hospital. I'm sure they would take them. Carlton Fisk was in there, Hall of Famer. Zachary Bright went to Walmart. They only had 3 packs of Diamond Kings, and somebody ripped all 3 and left only 2 cards each. That's awful. You know, it's people like that, they're going to ruin it for everybody, because Walmart's going to be like, with the theft and everything, we're just going to take cards out because it's not worth it to have these losers come in here and try to steal cards. Like, why would you do that to a blaster box? Like, how pathetic are you that you have to go to Walmart and steal cards out of a blaster box? That makes me pretty mad. Ultimate Christian, how's it going? And CamVet, I hated that trade ever since the second it broke. Cal Ripken, All-Star Glossy card is a nice one. I knew that trade was going to come back to bite us. You can even go back and watch my reaction to it. Don Mattingly. Tyler Glass now is Cy Young contender as of right now. Ricky Henderson, pretty nice pack. KB Love, how's it going? Baseball John, what's up? Pirates had a day game today. Didn't end up going to that because I was working. School's winding down. Tom Lawless, Mr. Bat Flip, had one of the most epic bat flips of all time. If I ever made a video about the most epic bat flips ever, that one might beat Jose Bautista's, to be honest with you. There's a $1 super chat from Thrice-A-Roni. Thrice-A-Roni, thank you very much for that $1 super chat. I hope everyone checks out their channel. And J&W Cards, welcome to the live stream and the channel. Glad to have you. How do you know about the Bush Senior insert card? Well, it's pretty common knowledge. I know that they made 100 cards for the White House, and supposedly they got into packs. I don't know if that happened. It's super, super, super rare. A Mess of Things says, gave away last night's tickets and missed the no-hitter out in Oakland. A Mess of Things is an Oakland Athletics season ticket holder. You can find him out there with his kazoo out in the bleachers. And gave away your tickets and missed the no-no. Nolan Ryan, 5,000. That's a nice little card series. Larry Walker, rookie card. Sorry to hear that, A Mess of Things. I've had similar situations. I was at Josh Beckett's no-hitter, and I left the game after batting practice, and I totally missed it. A lot of time, that was out in Philadelphia, I think. I didn't feel like staying around for the game and getting home at like 5 a.m., so I left after BP. And he threw a no-hitter. But that kind of stinks. Mike Fiers, his second career no-hitter. And, of course, I used to have Mike Fiers on my fantasy team, but I dropped him about a week ago because I was sick and tired of his crap performances. And then he goes out and throws a no-hitter. And meanwhile, Trevor Bauer got absolutely shelled in his start this week, as did Vince Velasquez. So my 2 starters that did pitch were absolutely garbage. That's the way fantasy goes. Mike, doing pretty well. Hope you're also doing well. More than halfway through this week. Got Thursday tomorrow, Throwback Thursday, which I'll be putting up on my channel soon. My Patreon channel, I should say, Patreon page. Sometimes you do. You never know what's going to happen in baseball games. That is for sure. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing also. Looking for, hopefully, a Frank Thomas no name on front in here. It is unlikely, but it's fun to look for them. How many rack packs in a case? There are a grand total of 3 boxes per case. That's a nice Tony Gwynn. With 24 packs per case. So you're looking at about, what, 72 packs total? DC fan Chris says this has been a very lucky week for you. That's good to hear. Most no-hitters in history, Nolan Ryan was 7. He's got the record. I used to love this set. It says Big Heck Honey. I also used to love this set when I was a kid. Now, it's, you know, just from being so overproduced, it kind of lost its luster a bit. How many cards do you get in a video? Well, whoever bought into this break, which was different people, they're getting 540 cards, if that's your question. There's 24 packs per box, 12 packs per side, and 45 cards per pack. So 12 times 45, I believe, is 540. 540 is the exact same number that would be in a wax box of 36 packs at 15 cards per pack. Yeah, Tiffany would be nice. I did buy a set of Tiffany before at a flea market for about $100. It was pretty nice. There's the Ken Griffey Jr. Gold Cup card. A lot of little kids in the day used to think this was his rookie card just because he wasn't in 89 Topps, so they were unfortunately mistaken. Ken Griffey's Topps rookie card is 89 Topps traded. I like that card a lot, 89 Topps traded. Lower attendance equals more baseballs for Eric. Yeah, that's true. Have I heard of Ronnie Rodriguez? The name sounds somewhat familiar, but I couldn't really tell you anything about him. Thrice-A-Roni hits us with another super chat. A $1 super chat from Thrice-A-Roni. Thank you very much. Check out Thrice-A-Roni. Bo Jackson All-Star card. Look at Bo with that leg kick. That guy was really good for a couple years. Jose Canseco. Dual Sprite, how's it going? What do you think of the 101 Wander that sold for $60,000 to $100,000? I think it's crazy. Someone out there buying cards for extreme amounts of money, and I wish that I could get a card to sell them. Ryan Sandberg in there. Jack McKeon, he's still around. I think he's a special assistant for somebody, maybe the Marlins. Barry Larkin's a Hall of Famer. One more pack for Darren, and then I'll put all Darren's cards into a box and move on to the next side. Who's your favorite player ever? That's a good question. It changes like every year. So growing up, my first favorite player was Andy Van Slyke, and then it was Ryan Sandberg for a year, and then it was Cal Ripken for a few years, then it was Mariano Rivera. I don't know if I have a favorite player right now. My favorite player on the Pirates is probably either Starling Marte or Elias Diaz. Wade Boggs is our glossy card on there. Ben McDonald, first-round draft pick card. That's the second one we've seen of that card. I would consider him a bust just from a collecting standpoint because all his cards are worth a bunch of money. And then he didn't live up to the hype. There's a $10 super chat from D. Porter. He says, hey, Eric in chat. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. Thank you very much, D. Porter. Everyone check out D. Porter's channel. Give him a sub. Really appreciate the $10 super chat. And that's it for Darren's cards. So let me just toss these in a box for him. Get the next one. Next side ready to go. I like these 660 count boxes. You can fit them nicely in a flat rate box. One of those medium flat rate box, the longer ones. It's 540 cards per lot that we're doing tonight. So this one has about an inch or two to spare. So Darren, that's your box. I'm gonna put that one aside. All right, the other side of this box. Who do I think is going to the playoffs this year? It says Jolver 1. Good question. I made a prediction video. I actually put in with my fan mail video from a couple weeks ago. I think the second day of the season I did that. I'm doing pretty well. Everyone that I picked to be a division winner is currently leading the division, with the exception of the Yankees. And I mean, I still feel the Yankees, once they get healthy, are going to come back and win that division. I picked the Phillies to win, and they're leading. I picked the Cubs to win the Central, and they were leading at the beginning of the day. I picked the Dodgers, and they're leading. I picked the Yankees, and they are not too far behind the Rays, about 2.5 games back. I picked the Twins, and the Twins are killing it. Not a lot of people picked the Twins, but I had a feeling about them, and they're 22-12 coming into today. And, of course, I picked the Astros. So I'm feeling pretty well about my predictions right now, although, you know, anything could change. Gary Sheffield, my brother, who's also right-handed, goes the opposite direction. He pushes them into his other hand. So kind of weird how that works out. Don't know why I do it that way, but that's just the way I've always done it. I think my brother can sort a little bit faster than I can. Sometimes he can really fly through those. So this is Jeffrey's side, by the way, if I haven't mentioned already. And Incredible CJ Collectible says, hoping for a Bonds tonight. Need one for my 87 set. Also need 34 to get to 400. Can you jabbers help me out? Let's try to help him out. Everyone click on that $5 super chat, Incredible CJ, and see if we can get him to 400. Thank you very much for the super chat. And we have a $1.99 from Bartman. It says, what's up, Eric? New subscriber, and I love the videos. Thank you very much for watching. Glad to have you, and thank you for the super chat. All right. This is our next rack pack here. Is that Steve Bartman? I don't know if that's the legendary Steve Bartman. Got a Tony La Russa, manager of the American League, there on the front. Zane Smith. I used to hate this card. I hated that picture. I don't know why. So Nolan Ryan. Like that one. Winfield. There he is. So, you know, we're going to have some bad luck and probably not get the Frank Thomas. This is John Wathen, and always have bad luck whenever he appears. If you're new to the channel, watch my 1981 Donruss authenticated box break, and you'll see why. And you'll probably get a laugh because it's so ridiculous. Never seen anything like that before, and hopefully never will again. All right, we have not much else in that pack. Next one. Where do I typically buy my boxes? Well, this box was donated to the channel by Don Barry. Really, really generous donation. I mean, sending a whole case of these, I mean, that's crazy. Really, pretty much every online presence that sells boxes or cases I've bought from. I have a Prism case coming. I can't even remember where I got that from. I think it's like an independent guy that's selling me that one. I've got TOPPS Big League coming. He says he's 5 subs away from 100. Looks like we're back now. I hate it when we go to the buffering zone. What's the hottest baseball box to buy? Usually it's triple threads. Whenever that comes out, that's usually a really hot product. But I think recently I've really seen Bowman's Best really come into demand. The price of that box has doubled from what I paid for it. So everyone wants Bowman's Best from 2018, I guess. Tier 1 is, I feel like Tier 1 is going to go up also. Like I feel like before long you're going to be seeing those boxes selling for around $200 on eBay. It just seemed like. Randy Johnson, not his rookie card. Randy Johnson had 2, there's the Barry Bonds, 2 releases, or 2 cards, I should say, in 89 Topps. He had a base card in the regular set in an Expos uniform, and then he was in the traded set in a Mariners uniform. No Tier 1 tonight. I was not able to get all my Tier 1 stuff in time, so I didn't want to break it into 2 separate videos. Tier 1 is a risky product with big rewards. I didn't watch too many boxes of that being opened. I watched Hall of Fame baseball cards do a box. You got a Luis Severino and Byron Buxton autograph. So you got to figure maybe that's, I don't know, $30 total between those two. And you got a Clayton Kershaw relic, maybe another $10. So possibly $40 on a $130 box. But then you get a big hit like we got. We got lucky and got an Aaron Judge out of 30, the first one. And I did a little research after the video was uploaded. I only saw one other one on eBay, and they were selling it for $1,000. I don't know if it's going to sell for $1,000, but I could see that card going for at least, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred. If you haven't seen my tier 1 video yet, you can check it out. It's only like a 7-minute video, which is pretty short because it's only the one box. Oh, this rack pack is giving me some difficulty. That's fun. Cleveland Card Connection, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Jeremy Short says, I was in a tier 1 break earlier and noticed quite a few issues with the foil peeling along the bottom borders. That is disappointing. That's a quality control issue from TOPPS. You would think that with a higher end release like that they would shore that up. George Brett again, seen that card already. Looking for Frank Thomas. I don't think we've even seen the regular Frank Thomas rookie card yet. It's a #1 draft pick card. There's a 250 super chat. It says new breaker specializing in lower budget breaks. AIAB card breaks. Thank you very much for that 250 super chat. If you'd like some lower end breaks, I know a lot of us are on budgets and we don't have like some of the stuff today is really up there. $100 for teams, $100 per box, and so on and so forth. But if you're on a budget, check them out. And Hypus here says, rumor is quality control is what delayed definitive. Okay. I wasn't sure why definitive was delayed. They pushed it back a whole month. It was supposed to come out, I forget the date, end of April sometime, April 27th or so. And they pushed it back to May 29th, which I was frustrated with because I had already sold all the spots. Tony Gwynn, all-star card. So I a few months. Anthony, how's it going? Thank you very much for that $1.99 super chat. He says hi. Everyone sub to Anthony's channel. He sent me a really nice Fan Mail Friday package last week. Used a lot of his cards for trivia questions. And if you guys like that, we might do that again this week. Give away some of the better cards that people send us to you guys. Some people already received their cards from the giveaway, like Paul. iPhone Joe, hope you're doing well out there in California. Probably have great weather. Pretty nice weather here today in Pennsylvania. Took all my kids and wife to the park. Walked around a lake. Played on a playground for a while. Came home and put them to bed trying to tire them out. By the way, Stan Belinda rookie card. I was like, oh, wow, a Stan Belinda rookie card. Bo Jackson's pretty sweet. Mike Jeffcoat, he's the head baseball coach at some university. I can't remember exactly what. It was a nice day. I mean, work took up most of the day, so I didn't get home until like 4 o'clock, and then went to the post office and mailed out got a couple breaks done. Sent out Linda W's breaks, and sent out 17 fan mail responses. Try to get all those done. Some fan mail stuff from months ago that still sitting there. All right. No name on front, still not pulled. Someone said it was pulled between a lag. That would be crazy. If we pull a no name on front, I'm probably going to knock the camera over, wake up all my kids by screaming. There's this guy again. Let's pull it now. I hope so. That'd be nice. Never seen that card actually pulled. I've actually never even seen that card anywhere. Ken Griffey Gold Cup card again. I collect baseball 1986. How's it going? I've been to lots of card shows and card shops over the years, and I've never seen that card in person ever. I've also only seen it on eBay. Have you ever thought about moving to Twitch if the YouTube streams keep having issues? I don't know much about Twitch whatsoever. Maybe one of these days I can look into that. Frank Thomas No Name sells for $5,000. Yeah, I believe it. It's so rare. Any big time collector out there, that's a must have. Do you like Fortnite? I've never actually played Fortnite, actually. A lot of my students have played it and seem to enjoy it, and they're always talking about it. Fortnite this and Fortnite that. And they're like, oh, your YouTube channel, you should do Fortnite. You'd have 1 million subs if you do Fortnite. And I was like, I really don't think so. Most of the people who watch Fortnite videos are probably little kids, and I don't think I can relate to like 7-year-old kids playing Fortnite as well as I could to baseball fans. So you can stream on Twitch and export the stream to YouTube afterwards. I'll have to look into that. Never even thought about that. I stream on Fortnite and I don't have 1 million. There's probably a bunch of people that are going on Fortnite to try to be the next Ninja or Tfue, or whatever his name is. Tommy B says, hey, Jabs, if you and your brother ever come to Syracuse or Watertown, I challenge you to a game of home run derby and wiffle ball. I'd be up for that. I'm looking for different venues to play wiffle ball at. I found a nice cave, which would be pretty cool to play wiffle ball in. Wiffle ball inside a cave. How sick would that be? Of course, I'd probably have to have everyone sign a waiver just in case a rock falls on someone's head. It's, you know, probably not the safest thing, but Tucker, how's it going? Thank you for watching. Jeffrey, this is your last pack. Lord Blue Eye says he was never a fan of this particular card style, 1990 Topps. A lot of people don't like 1990 Topps, but some people really love it. I really hated the 90 Topps traded set. My brother and I always, whenever we go out, we see the 90 Topps traded set. Literally one of the worst of all time. Just really, really bad checklists. I was surprised doing 95 Fleer yesterday, Tony Gwynn. The checklist of that was atrocious. Like I was looking over, doing a little bit of studying up on the checklist. Only 2 rookie cards in the entire set. Like I was like, are you kidding me with this? Rick Russell. Like, you have to know if you're a Fleer that people love rookie cards. Why would you only put 2 in there and then 2 common rookie cards? Dave Varys and somebody else. So that's it for Jeffrey's spot. Thank you, Jeffrey. A bunch of 90 Topps Hall of Famers in there. I like those glossy cards a lot. Put all these in your box. And then I'll get the next box up and ready to go. Benjamin Black, how's it going? I like to clean these up as we go to keep everything organized. There's nothing worse than breaking and having piles of cards everywhere. One wrong move and it all would come crashing down, so I don't like to take that risk. I like to, as soon as we're done with the box, get everything in a storage box, all safe and sound. All right, so 2 boxes down. Next up, we are going to box 2. This is Chris C's. Here we go. 75 Topps is one of Benjamin Black's favorite sets. We got the left side going to Chris here. I love 75 Topps also. George Brett rookie card, Robin Yount rookie card. You can't beat that. There is a super chat for $5 from 357 MAGA. He says, who was the last Pirate before Jason Kendall in 2000 to hit for the cycle? That is a good question. I do not know. I'm trying to think back. The cycle. Was it Al Martin? I want to say Al Martin is my guess. Hint, 1989. Okay. Last Pirate to hit for the cycle. So it wasn't Al Martin. Al Martin was a Pirates outfielder from 92. And on forward, Bobby Bonilla. Home runs. Don't know if he did a cycle or not. Bobby Bo was more of a slower footed We're buffering. Got a Don Drysdale on the and see if that helps. Was it Gary Reedus? That's pretty guess then if it was. All right, Chris, nothing really in your first pack. Olivia, what are you doing up? Wow, that's crazy. Huh? I think Mommy's downstairs in the gym. What do you need? Okay, Olivia's up because her ear itches.